Welcome back to Poor Pilot Better Plane. This week, flying wings. Let's hope they're a little better than this one. Today's episode is about flying wings. So and that was basically triggered by this craft. This is the Boomerang by Lucho. It is a craft I saw on the forums and I thought it looks really cool. Let me just pan around there. We're in the dark, so let me just put some lights on for you so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a flying wing. It's also got stock propellers, which I have not used before. I've never flown with before. I many years ago flew with fire spitter propellers, but stock propellers were something that usually took sort of 50 parts to build. So this is new for me. I do know that the propellers are sort of controlled by the throttle, I think the direction or the power of them, and then I have to turn the engines on with action group 1, I think it is, and then I turn the brakes off, and then we can sort of start going. Now, I do think that, and I've played around with this very quickly because I want to see how about to take off. If I bring the throttle too far back, they'll actually go into reverse. So that's going to be an interesting one, I think. We can see the remnants on the runway beside us. Now that's interesting. Do I need to? So if I go too far up, it slows down. Oh, we've got something going on. Oh, that's some of the other craft nearby, isn't it? Right, we're getting up to speed. I don't know what speed I need. That's slowing down. So it's sort of around here that I want to be at, isn't it? Let's see if we can actually take off, shall we? Get some SAS on because I don't trust it. Right, get the gears up. Now, this is a very interesting throttle situation. So if I increase the throttle a little bit, if I go too far up, I basically over throttle. This is really sort of interesting to play around with. So I can keep going down, and then as I get towards, what's it going to trigger it? When's it going to start? There we go. So it needs to be, that's about max attack there. Okay, that's cool. So very cool craft there. I'm not really so sure on how the throttle and everything is working with it, but it is a beautiful little craft. We're getting a bit of speed up there. Can we climb? What's the climb like on it? Again, stock propellers. I'm not sure on what's good, what's bad with these. I don't really know how they work. I believe iron K are used for something. Again, I don't understand the planes. So yeah, please, suggestions down below. What should I be doing with this? You know, it's a propeller-driven plane, so does it fly differently? I mean, it obviously goes slower. Let's try this. Let's try bringing it back round. We could go for the island airfield. You can see over there we've got some craft over there, possibly for an upcoming episode. I don't record all of these in the same way, shall we say? So things that come in first get recorded. So we're going to turn it around. It's a really beautiful looking craft, and I think looking at the included text that was with it, it's quite involved. You could do a lot with it. It's got a lot of sort of intricacies about blade angle at takeoff and landing, and then dropping them to different speeds and things like that. It is very much an engineer's craft, and I think you could have a lot of fun just fine-tuning it. So if you want a craft that you have to fine-tune and you have to really, I think, be the pilot of, instead of just, you know, click, fire, fly sort of approach that I tend to do, I think this is definitely one of those craft for you. I'm actually just worried about crashing it because I think it's so much sort of beautiful work gone into it. It's very stable. I mean, to be fair, the SAS is on, but you can actually feel it. It takes a lot to be moving it. Get the gears down. Would I fly this regularly? Probably not. I don't really feel a use for this in what I do on Kerbal, but then, you know, I don't really do planes that often anyway. But it's a beautiful little craft, a beautiful design, well put together. It looks stunning. You got a bit of transport there for Kerbals. JS there is obviously loving the experience. completely. Now I've got to figure out how do I land. Now this could be interesting because I don't know how you do this. Do I just turn the engines off? Can I just fly like that? Does it have? Yeah, I suppose I could just. It's a slow flying plane anyway. It's got big wings, so it is a big wing. This could be a bit tight. Come on, get up, get up, get up. All right, don't want to stall. So it's going to come down for landing, and there we go. So I'm going to let it run like that. It is a beautiful craft. It is quite technologically involved, so you have to, and I can actually show you. You have to understand sort of rotor angle and things like that, and it's constantly changing. You can change this authority limit, or then it's got some action groups for that. It's a lovely little plane actually, and it's a flying wing. I grew up in the 80s. This reminds me of Raiders of the Lost Ark and things like that, but it's a plane that I think harkens back to my childhood and the way things used to be. Some of you will probably think of like the Spirit Bomber and things of the Americans, but this to me, yeah, it's beautiful. So we're gonna park it up there, put the brakes on. If it'll stop, will it stop? Does it have wheel brakes? I don't know. Can we activate the brakes? Do we have brakes? Wheel stress, deploy shielded. No, I can't see the brakes. Oh, there we are. No. Okay. So we're going to stop that there, and we'll move on to our next flying wing, which is unique in a slightly different way. So here we are at night again. We're going to put the lights on. They're not very bright. This is our second craft of the flying wing set. This is the U-102 Bandwagon by JollyGreenGI. This one has a little party piece that we will wait for a little minute to show you, but this is more of your sort of traditional jet-powered Kerbal craft. It's got two cockpits. It's quite interesting. I've only put one Kerbal in them. You may see why later, and we may try it with two Kerbals just because I've got some thoughts on that, but let's go. So we're gonna power up to max. Let's get brakes off, engines on. Let's see how it goes. SAS, because I'm a big scaredy, and it's loud. It's some loud engines. Can I just zoom that? No, it's loud. So has it got, how many engines? It's got 4 engines. Okay, when can it take off? That's the question. Oh, it can take off really quickly. Okay, so it does not need a lot of speed to actually get up. I suppose it is a giant wing. So it looks sleek and cool. Yeah, I do like that. That's really nice. What's on the front here? Is this, what is that? We've got landing gear, and then they just, I like the way the landing gear is just buried into the nose like that. I can't remember where the back landing gear was. Oh, it's in the middle at the back. Cool. We've got our lights glowing around there. So let's zoom out. God, it's a loud craft. I think it's that engine. Let's see how good is it. Can it climb steeply? It is. It's going up. It's just about managing it. Okay, we're turning over. Cool. Now let's roll out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Can we do a low bombing run pass of the KSC maybe? Oh, we've got a bit of wobble on. It doesn't like going down fast. Pull it up a bit. Right. Going in. You know what? It seems a little heavy. Can we lighten it a bit? What happens if I do that? Oh, look. There goes half the craft. Now you can see why I didn't put a second Kerbal in. So let's fly this one. This is sort of this craft actually goes with a few of the requests that I put out, which is I asked for potentially craft that could do some interesting things, some asymmetrical craft, some unique craft. This does a lot of them, in fact. Give it a little bit of power. Yeah, look at that. This is, you know, it's actually quite funny, even though it's only got one wing. So it literally is a flying wing, which I think is cool. I like the fact that someone has actually gone, I want to build a flying wing that is actually a wing, which would explain why I couldn't find all of the landing gear, because actually it's got 6, or it had 6. So let's just do that. Oh, that's not a good landing. Let's cut the engine. And and oh, bounce again. Yeah, I will say my landing skills for a single winged craft like this are not great. We'll just do that, put a bit of brake on. Oh, it's got more wheels on one side than the other, not balanced. Right, can we just let's go forward a bit. Let's put us nearer the runway. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is the or one half of the U102 bandwagon. The other half is currently over there somewhere. Maybe we'll do a little run. Is it? That's the easy to fly train. I can't see anything. So yeah, if you want a craft that you can split in half, potentially, I'd imagine you could put a Kerbal in both sides, and if you were quick, if you were at a high altitude, you could actually probably challenge yourself to land one while the other one was still flying straight. I don't know. It'd be an interesting situation with the 2 mile sort of limit on rendering. Yeah, wonderful little craft. Give it a go. So let's keep going. Our next flying wing today is a little different. It seems to have 2 sets of giant wings. So this is the Umberto by Klapaucius. That's one of the people we had last week. We've got air brakes, we've got nice landing gear, looks cool. Let's see what this is like. So brakes off, let's give it a go. Right, and we're setting off. Now I don't know what the takeoff speed for this is. I think it's a very loud engine. Let's do that. Put a bit of SAS on, because just in case. And maybe we try now? Yes, that's really good. That took off really nicely. Right, let's try a little roll. Let's do a little turn. It seems quite nice. Seems to be able to turn around quite nicely. Okay, it's a little slow on the roll, but to be fair, I don't mind that. It feels secure. Yeah, it feels really nice and stable. What's it like without SAS? Let's throttle down the engines a little bit. Don't want to deafen ourselves. It tends up a little bit. That's interesting. I suppose you could trim that out pretty easily. Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got any throttle, main throttle. Okay. Right. Let's try a loop-de-loop. Power up. Can it go around? It's reasonably maneuverable. It's a really cool shape. It's stable. Maybe a little bit of, I think a little bit of trimming would be required if you really want to get going with it. But I like it. I really like it actually. It's stylish. It's simple to fly. It's not overly complex. Yeah, it's a nice little craft. Just go down like that, do that, cut the end. Let's see what it's like without engines. It's always the test, isn't it? So, what's it like without engines? Does it glide? It's not dropping like a stone yet. It's got a decent amount of wings, so it should be okay. To be fair, most flying wings should be okay without actually with the amount of wing they've got. Now, will it land? Do we have enough for a comeback round? Let's, you know what? Let's put a little bit of engine on. Put a little bit of engine on. Just do that. We're just going to come back around for the landing. We're actually going to do a from the sea landing, which I don't normally do. Right. So we're just going to take it up. You know, just get me forward a bit. Don't want to gain too much height. Yeah, there we go. Keep it down a little bit. Don't want to get too high. And then what we'll probably do is turn it out this way a little bit. Turn the engines down about 50%. And rotate. Turn. If you're wondering what's going on over in the island airfield, I have another episode that I've been working on, and there's some stuff there. You will not see that for a couple of weeks, though. That is the update on my learning to fly with our beginner craft. I think some people quite like that. It's me, yeah, getting a little bit crazy with it. Probably should put some gears down, cut the engines. We're coming in quite fast. Probably not a great speed to do this at. So we'll just probably going to land on the grass, I think, at the end of the runway. Oh, the SAS is actually off, isn't it? I actually didn't even realise I was flying with it. See, that says a lot about this craft. I didn't even realise I was flying without SAS. So that is actually a real positive for this craft. And, you know, if I was patient enough and I'd gone out far enough, I could have actually landed this on the runway. I wasn't. I was being a bit, you know, speedy. Let's see if it'll turn. Will it turn while it's doing that? Let's see. Go apply some brakes. Oh, it slews round. That's nice. Oh, by the way, this is not the craft that is being bad with turning. It's me, because I'm actually trying to force it round. That's really good. So that is the Umberto by Klapaucius. I must say I really like that craft. That's really cool. It's reasonably stable. It's not overly twitchy. I mean, you know, you've always got fine controls, but to be fair, I didn't need them with that. It actually it flew well with both SAS and without SAS, but it felt really actually stable. I didn't even realise I didn't have SAS on. So if you want a flying wing or double flying wing, it's like a, I won't say it's a biplane. It's a biplane flying wing going backwards sort of thing. And you want a bit of stability, and you want it to look cool, and it's got a good sort of speed on it. It can get up to speed there. I haven't seen what its ceiling is. I'd imagine it's got a decent ceiling. It's got a fair few air inputs. Go for that. So the Umberto by Klapaucius. On to the next one. Right, and our final flying wing for today is the Flying Wing by Pilaika 96. As with all the other craft, have a look down below if you want the links to these. Thank you for everybody that's actually submitted one and let me have a look at them. This is, I like this one because it's actually quite literally a wing. It's actually a cross section of a wing. You'll see there, yeah, aerofoil shape. I really like it because it's literally a flying piece of wing. So if you were to get a wing piece from the VAB or from this plane hangar, it would look like that. Yes, it's got some tail bits on it, but I quite like the fact that it's just quite literally the epitome of a flying wing piece. It's not got the shapes of all the others. So I've been told this one is not the easiest to fly. Let's see what it's like. Get the engines going. I think we've got SAS on. Not sure if that's going to help or not. Let's get going. So it's got a lot of engine. I can say that straight away. I wonder what the takeoff speed. It's already on an angle, which is not a great start, I don't think. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. If we just can we pull up? Can we pull up? Can we pull up? Oh, it's okay. It's up. The flying wing flies. It's okay. It goes up. I don't know. I'm quite nervous about because it may not look it. It's a little twitchy, and it's a little sluggy. I'm guessing all of these have got gimbaling on them, have they? No, I don't see gimbaling on those engines. That's interesting. Right, can it do this? Yes, it can do that. Woohoo! Yes, it can do that. Woohoo! It's a bit sprightly on the roll. I'm not even gonna. Oh yeah. So can it? Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Let's pull up a bit because we're tending down. It does seem to be tending down. Whenever I'm moving it, it wants to go down. I believe that its sort of attitude, its preferred attitude, it depends on its speed. So the faster it goes, I think it tends to one way, and the slower it goes the other way. Let's try a bit of. It's got a lot of rudder. Not. I've been told I don't need to use rudder, but it's got a lot of it. Right, can you do a loop? Will it stall? Will it stall? Oh, I will turn over. Now it's flying upside down. Now, technically it's an aerofoil flying upside down, so it would be the wrong... Oh, come on, get back. And roll out of it, thank you. Let's cut the power and let's see what it does. Right, how are we doing? Get some gear down just in case. So yeah, I would not recommend this as a everyday flying to work craft, obviously. Would I recommend it to a beginner? I don't know. I haven't tried it with the SAS. Okay, yeah, it doesn't, okay. So without the SAS on, it gets a little bit, yeah, interesting. You can fly it without, yeah, it wants to do a lot of nosing up or nosing down. I suppose I should probably put the engines on and get that going. Oh, this is going to end badly. I can see this already. Oh dear. Why is it always the last ones? It's now going backwards, is it? What are we doing? we actually moving forward? I can't. Am I in a flat spin or something? I don't know. There we are. Chase it, chase it, chase it, chase it, chase it. Get it, get it, get it. Go on. Go on. Now get the SAS on. Ooh. Right, that was a bit of a rescue. That was sort of like a stupid spin, I think I'm actually going to call it. So, note to self, it doesn't like having its engines turned off. Also, it prefers SAS. I would say I think it flies a lot better with SAS. Okay, might fly a lot. No, no, come on, back up, back up, back up. Let's just do this. Let's cut the engines, right. Let's try and land it. Let's just land, shall we? So, would I recommend it for a beginner? No. Would I recommend it for someone that likes to fly planes? It's a bit different. It's a little strange. It landed easily enough, actually. I didn't even realise we'd landed. Yeah, it's quirky. I like the fact that it is a giant flying wing, or wing segment. Oh, turning. I don't think I'll be flying it again, but I think everybody should give it a go. You know, it'd be quite amusing to see a few of these next to each other in the shape of a wing. I think that'd be quite funny. So, with that and the lack of a crash today, I think we're going to end it there. So, until the next time, have a good one. Check in the forum, check the submission link. Please send in your craft. There's a whole range of different categories you can apply for, or just send in something you think I might like to fly. Any advice, suggestions, thoughts, please comment down below, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And until next time, have a great one.